Welcome to another episode of the Nashville Dads. This week, we talk about Mother's Day, eating your kids' food, formula shortages, and kids waking up too early. We hope you enjoy.
So, Devin,
Yeah.
you look pretty nice right now.
Oh, man. I mean, you look just as nice, though.
Thank you,
wearing
sir.
your
Thank you.
Wearing your Lululemon.
That's right.
Polo? Is it a polo?
It is
that
a polo.
Right? Oh, man.
So, shout out to Lululemon. They found us on Instagram and gave us some free apparel, some pants, some shirts, some hat, and a really sweet hoodie. So, thank you, Lululemon.
Yeah, no, I think, how'd it work out? You just randomly got an Instagram message that was like, hey, can you wear some of our stuff on your next dad walk?
Yes, yeah. It was 2 weeks ago. It was me and Evan went on a dad walk.
Get your ends right.
Sorry. And posted it on the Nashville Dads podcast, and then Lululemon reached out and was like, hey, we want to be a part of your dad walks going forward, and just said, give us your information and we'll send you some stuff. Just call us out on the next dad walk. So we're calling you out on the podcast, and we will
get a double shout
on the
out.
dad walk as well.
What was whenever mine came in the mail, my wife was very like, why don't I get, like, you should have told them that my sizes were your size.
Yeah, Haley was I think pretty jealous as well, and I had just I was FaceTiming my sister while we were giving Ada a bath, because that was the only time that we could FaceTime to wish my sister a happy Mother's Day as well. And I turned it towards me, and I have the hat on and the shirt, and she was like, "You look like you're gonna go golfing." And she was like, "I know you don't go golf. I know you don't golf. What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm actually wearing the Lululemon stuff."
Look at that.
And told her the story, and she was just like, why don't you tell him that your sister wants some free stuff as well?
Because that is, I feel like, the type of brand they have. Like, Heather actually does workouts. Like, I'll casually do yoga in our living room or, like, mow the yard. So she's like, I actually do workouts. So they should send me. But really, thank you, Lululemon, for wanting to be part of our dad walk. It's really cool. It's like whenever you sent me the screenshot of them messaging us, it felt kind of surreal that they want to be part of it. So genuinely, thank you. They do have a really good product.
Yeah, they do. I feel like $1 million in it.
You can actually hear. I wonder if you'll be able to hear you touching your shirt in the final edit.
Can you hear it?
Whenever you just did it, I could hear it. Oh man,
there you go. Keep it in there.
No, I'm not keeping it in there.
Sorry, you can tell I am a novice at this podcast mic.
It's fine. It's not that. It's me. It's not you.
Oh,
you're not the first person I've said that to.
Oh, are you one of those ones that just can't stand the fingernails on the chalkboard?
I can't do fingernails on chalkboard. I can't do loud eaters.
Oh yeah, I think we actually talked
we've discussed
about
this
that before.
Yeah, I can't.
Yep. So you need to. You probably cannot eat with me then.
Probably not.
Not
sitting.
Not
next
only
to
that,
you.
because I now know that, and I'm going to do it on purpose.
I just won't eat near you. That's it. You'll be like, "Can you come over for a meal?" And I'll be like,
"I'm gonna ask Heather to if she wants to have a dinner with the families tonight."
I'm the one who cooks
later this weekend.
You got to go through me.
Nope.
To get to it.
Heather's the boss.
I'm not gonna. I think Magnolia or Holly are the boss. Let's be realistic here. So
I had a funny story. We just got that new car, the Telluride, and I can't remember what I was saying. I was like, "Oh man, I just love our car."
Yeah.
She's like, "Our car?" No,
that's confident.
This is my car. I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's like I didn't know that. I thought we shared everything.
Wow. Okay.
But yep, apparently that car is hers. So I don't have a car.
Do you get to drive it ever?
I do.
Okay.
We actually drove it to the farmer's market for Mother's Day today.
Was she like weird about you driving the car? Or was she like, don't do that?
No,
Don't
she was actually pretty fine. So it was me driving. Her mom was up front. Haley was in the middle, so she could take care of Ada if she needed anything. And then Greg Haley's stepdad was in the very back.
Okay.
And it was awesome. We were actually able to fit
Yeah.
everybody in there and still have room. We had the stroller in the trunk.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I saw, whenever you showed me before, it had the where you can talk to the back seat microphone.
Yeah, the passenger talk.
Yeah, did you use that for your father or your
I did.
father-in-law?
I actually did. Like, as soon as we backed out, I drove off.
Greg, stop that.
And I clicked it and I said, "How you doing back there, Greg?" And he was like, "Whoa."
Whoa, he's like, oh, all right.
It's so weird though that it's like a feedback.
Yeah.
It's almost sounds robotic.
Yeah, because it's an open microphone inside of your own car.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. Someone
pretty cool.
clearly knew that was a car for people who would put their kids in the very back seat.
Yep.
And they would need to say, stop that right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, so many people were talking like it's a great thing to have so you don't have to turn your head back and like yell at them.
Yeah.
Or to like lean back to try to hear them as well. It's just like you can
Can
hear
they talk
them.
back to you through it?
Yeah.
Is it a two-way mic?
Yeah, I think it's a two-way mic. I don't know. Kia, don't
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Kia
don't correct me
yet.
yet. Yeah.
That's fun.
But I think it is two-way.
I mean, that would make sense.
So they can talk to you without
Yeah.
you having to. Yeah.
I want to explore this feature. I'm going to sit in your back seat and talk trash.
You should. and I'll be able to hear
Hey,
it.
what are you doing back there?
Dang it, Devin.
I can hear you.
But yeah, we went there, walked around and ate there as well. Hung out with Ada, hung out with Haley's mom and stepdad. Then went to the Bicentennial Mall, walked around that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It's really nice.
The breeze was great, and it was like low 70s, which rarely happens in Nashville. It's
We've
either
had
freezing.
some insane weather weekends the last
Yeah.
2 weekends. They've been like perfect.
Yep. It's either freezing or it's completely hot
Yeah.
usually. But lately it's been out of the ordinary. But yeah, then we went back to the farmers market and
Did you buy any farmers market goods? Did you buy like bread or anything?
I didn't buy bread. We bought some cookies.
Oh,
It
nice.
was I can't remember the name of this place, but the cookies were amazing. It was two jack dudes
Yeah.
in pink selling like fruity type cookies.
That's really fun.
It was great marketing.
That's cool.
Like they had a Captain Crunch, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
had a pink lemonade, which tasted just like key lime pie for some odd reason.
Oh, interesting.
It was a whole bunch of different cookies, really great
Yeah.
cookies. But to see them in pink shirts, jacked up, selling
Have a
baked
cookie.
goods
That's cool.
was pretty cool. And then I bought Haley a peony, another peony
Oh, nice.
for Mother's Day.
Sweet.
So,
Oh, that's Gardens of Babylon, right?
yep.
Nice.
Love that place.
Yeah.
That's where I usually go to pick up like flowers for all the pots that I
Really?
do for all the downtown properties.
Yeah.
So I love it. I'm always there. I'm probably there at least once or twice a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
There's a place around the way from there it's like a grill, basically. It's just so they do like chicken nuggets and fries. And they
Okay.
give you like so many chicken nuggets and fries. It feeds like the 4 and the 6-year-old. There was like one time I got them both their own plate and they ate like half of it each. And I was like, noted.
Not wasting money
I
again.
am eating a lot of extra chicken nuggets right now. Here we go.
Did you take them home?
No, I just ate them there.
Oh, you ate them there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't reached this point of dad weighthood yet.
No.
where
Well, I
you
kind of
order-
have.
Well, that's for other reasons. But
What?
what? But yeah, when you start to get to the place in which when your kid eats off of your plate, they eat more food than you want them to, so you have to order them their own food.
Okay.
So you like order food for your kid, like the kid's meal, and then like they eat like 3 bites of it, and you're like, well, I'm not gonna throw this away or take this home. So then you're at Chick-fil-A and you end up eating like, if it's a 4-count chicken nugget, you eat like 2 chicken nuggets, half a thing of mac and cheese.
So you not only eat your meal,
Yeah.
you eat your daughter's meals.
Yeah. Well,
And it's
depending on
not
how
just
much
the
of it they
one
eat.
daughter; it's both daughters.
As they've gotten bigger, like the opportunity to do it has gotten less. But like, yes, if we go out to eat, a lot of the times we'll just do something food wise for the kids at home, and then like get something out for Heather and I.
Huh.
Because to spend like $20 on 2 kids to barely eat their meal
Yeah.
is not an ideal situation.
Oh yeah. Man, I mean, duly noted.
Yeah.
And I will remember that.
It'll
And
be a
hopefully
while.
for all you dads out there, or even moms, just remember that.
Or it happens to us. It's not
Yeah.
that it's a consistent thing, but,
But,
like, I feel like it happens a lot where you sit there and you're like, I guess I'm eating this now.
Yeah. But so it doesn't have to do with us actually drinking Ada's formula, but it was the waste of sometimes her not eating.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh man, there goes $5.
I don't like wasting food. Like,
Yeah.
if I buy something, like if I buy lettuce or something like that at the grocery and it goes brown before I have the chance to use it for a meal, I feel like I have failed as a grocery shopper. I'm like, I should have meal planned differently. I should have bumped this up so I could have gotten to that lettuce sooner. Like, I like personally strongly dislike throwing away food.
Yep. Yeah. But especially right now, formula.
Oh, yeah.
Similac, which is huge shortage.
Yeah.
We can't find our formula.
Yeah.
So like we're like, crap, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And crap, are we going to be able to find any more of this? We were actually just talking to my parents. They can't find it in their city anymore either.
That's scary.
So
That's
yeah,
not good.
yeah, we've gone to like every Walmart, every Kroger, every CVS, Walgreens, Publix.
I'm sure you've hit up like Sam's Club.
We
and
haven't done the
Costco.
Sam's Club, but we
Okay.
did the Costco. We have a
Okay.
Costco membership,
Cool.
but they don't have the formula that she has,
Yeah.
or that we've normally been giving her.
And you don't want to mix that up. You don't want to just be like, here, try this one now.
Yeah, because like we're finally to the point to where like her stomach isn't upset. She
Yeah.
doesn't have as much reflex, and like it's the Pro Total Comfort.
Yeah.
So like we know this works, but if we can't find it, we're gonna definitely have to change to something different.
And that's not fun.
No, but there was a couple of my friends from high school were talking about that on Facebook, just how they were, them or someone that they knew were at a Kroger and kind of in that aisle, new dad came like running in there to try to find some and
Yeah.
just looked, couldn't find it, and just started crying because he was like,
Oh.
I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
It's sad.
this shortage.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll pick back up because I know there are a lot of babies out there that can't.
Yeah. Are dependent on it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man. Speaking of throwing away food, my meh for the week, or last 2 weeks, is our fridge died this week.
Yep.
So we got a new fridge
Awesome.
this week.
Nice and fancy too, I saw.
It felt like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Heather was like, we use our fridge a lot.
Yeah.
Buy a nicer one. Like, it'll be
Don't
okay.
cheap out on fridges, folks. Awesome.
But yeah, wasting food, not ideal. It's not
Yeah.
a good thing. So restock the fridge. I did it. That's
Awesome.
good.
I bet that costs a lot to restock
You know what?
a full fridge.
Yeah, it was not ideal.
Yeah, but you let it grow. Let it grow
Yeah,
slowly.
You just have to rebuy the massive amount of ketchup you need to
Yep.
feed small children and the amount of chicken
The
nuggets.
ketchup, the mayo,
Yeah.
all the condiments.
We don't eat a lot of mayo.
Really?
Yeah. I usually, if it's a recipe, I'll substitute out for Greek yogurt.
Interesting.
I don't do a lot
I
of
would
sandwiches.
not.
I don't do a lot of sandwiches. I'm not
But
about
I wouldn't see mayonnaise in Greek yogurt.
Think about if you're doing like a chicken salad. Normally it has mayonnaise in it,
Yeah.
right? Do Greek yogurt instead. Unflavored. Come on,
I've
I'm not talking
never-
about like...
I've never even thought of that. I don't know if I've
How
ever
much do
tried
you
that.
think about making recipes during your day?
Quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We cook quite a bit.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah.
like if I walk into a room, I'm like, can I eat here? Most of the time.
All right. I am going to try it. Or have you
Yeah.
make it, and I'll try yours.
I mean, we just gotta. You gotta add some spices to. Yeah. there's ways
flavor
to
it
do
up?
Yeah, to flavor it up because
Okay.
Greek yogurt can be very thick.
Yeah, that's why I'm
It's
saying.
unprecedented.
That's where I'm just like interested. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never thought that would ever go together.
I'll find a recipe and send it to you.
Okay.
They're very like health conscious recipes.
Gotcha.
So, but they're good.
So you're trying to be health conscious by not using mayonnaise?
Yeah, and mayonnaise in general, I'm not that big of a fan of.
Gotcha.
So, all right, Justin. Since I just said my meh for the week, I'm gonna switch it over to you. What's your positive? Let's start with positive.
Positive?
Since I started with meh.
Going to therapy for the second time.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
actually great.
Did you go in person or did you do it over phone?
I did in person this
Cool.
time. First one was through telehealth.
Cool.
I just felt awkward doing that,
Mhm.
like trying to talk about feelings through a
Yeah.
computer screen.
No.
Just wasn't really comfortable for me. But the in person, it was great.
Is it the first time you've ever done in-person therapy?
No. I've
Okay.
done it before.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty messed up in the head.
No, it means, or there are things in life in which you need help, so you go.
That
and
is
get it.
true. That is true. No, about 10, 12 years ago, I went to therapy as
Okay,
well.
cool.
But
anyway,
big spans of not going, and then started going again. Second time in person, great, felt comfortable.
good.
And just even through the telehealth one, after our session, just felt kind of more relieved.
Yeah.
Less
Lighter.
pressure, on my shoulders.
Cool.
So hopefully as time goes on, I'll be able to just like express myself more.
Yeah, totally. Or
But-
I think someone explained to me once, it's fascinating, if you think of like your physical health, if you're about to go to bed, you have a runny nose, you have postnasal drip, you feel like you're getting a cold, you probably take NyQuil that night.
Yep.
But if you're a human and you have your emotions and you're like, you feel yourself bristled, your shoulders are tight, your ability to take a step back and actually like do something that helps yourself get out of that mode is much harder to do a lot of the time.
It is.
But like, yeah, if it's like, oh man, I'm coughing constantly, I'm going to take expectorant for my chest so I can go to sleep. That's like in my brain to go ahead and do it. But if it's like, I'm yelling at the kids constantly, my shoulders are hunched and like I'm snapping at everyone. And then it's like, do you want to go for a walk? It's like, no, I don't need that. And it's like, okay, cool. If this was a cold, you would have already taken Dayquil like an hour ago.
You would have already started working on it.
You would have. But
Yep.
since it's mental, I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah. That is 100% true for me. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm good. And
Everyone around you like, are
I'll
you?
get through it. Well, that's what the therapist was like, no, you're not fine.
Yeah.
But like she was just like, you need to find something to let that aggression out,
Yeah.
like boxing or jiu-jitsu or some type of martial art. And I was like, ooh, interesting. I might try one of those.
Yeah.
So I signed up for I got 2 free boxing lessons through another referral.
Fun.
So I'm going to try it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will let me release some of the aggression in me.
Or it's also whenever you do something physical, you do get endorphins, and those endorphins can kind of like power you through some of your bigger moments. So I think Heather does a lot of like workouts to help herself reset, and it seems like the endorphins like make her go into her week being like, I've taken care of myself, so now I'm ready to go.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Haley.
Luckily, you've got Lululemon now to do
Yeah.
boxing workouts.
I don't know about
in.
boxing.
I
No,
don't know.
they'll probably make fun of me for that. Like, who is this?
Probably.
Who is this Jep?
Lululemon's like, this was for dad walks, man. I don't know.
Lululemon, make some boxing gear.
They
Come on.
probably have it. You could wear the hoodie,
The hoodie you could,
but anyway.
but I don't know. Where were we at? I can't remember.
This is what happens whenever we do a podcast post bedtime.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, this is like at 7 something at night. Almost
Yes.
time for us to go to bed.
Yeah, or at least not be having serious discussions.
Yeah. We need coffee.
No, that's going to turn out poorly.
No, not for me.
No? You'll still fall asleep?
I'll still fall
Or you
asleep,
just don't
but
sleep anyway.
but I'll wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Gosh.
Man, 2 weekends
Yeah.
in a row, still waking up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So that is I'd say that's probably something I'm struggling with right now. Sleep. Not having a problem falling asleep. It is just like almost on the dot around 3:30, sometimes 4, waking up and then not being able to get back to sleep. Granted, if it's 4 o'clock, it's only an hour and a half before I actually have to get up for work. But for the weekends, like I still can't. Yeah.
Not the same, but our kids have been waking up at 6. And normally they wake up at like 6:30 or 6:45. And for some reason, that 30-minute difference is like, I'm like, no, it's too early. And I don't know why. But it is like, okay, Devin, it's just 30 minutes like earlier. Like, you're fine. And if you're mad, just go to bed earlier.
I know. I keep telling myself that as well. Just go to bed earlier, and then if you still wake up at 3, then you're fine.
Yeah, then you got your sleep in.
But no, then I wouldn't be able to really even hang out with my wife.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like, the other day, one of our kids woke up at like 5:30, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're not going to school until like 7:30. Like, it's too early. You need to go back to sleep.
Just go
like,
back to bed. Yeah,
please.
Yeah, this morning she woke up at, I think it was like 6. Yeah, like 5:45, 6 o'clock. I went in, got her, fed her bottle, and then Haley's mom and stepdad were in town, so he actually was awake and hanging out downstairs in the living room, and I just set her down, and he got that on the floor, and I said, "All right, you guys can play.
We good, man?"
I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Because at 3 o'clock, when I woke up, I popped in to NyQuil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to try to get some more sleep.
Were you having like any congestion, or were you just like?
I was from
Okay, cool.
allergies, but also just to help me with sleeping as well. So I actually was starting to feel tired.
Yeah.
And as soon as my head hit that pillow, Haley said I was just out.
Yeah.
And I slept until 9 o'clock.
Oh, nice, good.
So, but again, just that waking up at 3, then I didn't go back to bed until probably like 6:45.
Yeah, that stinks.
But yeah, that's what I've got going on.
Positive for me was I did go to the Nashville SC home opener last week.
Oh yeah.
And did go to the game today also. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I definitely want to go.
Yeah. It's funny because like the girls, whenever I go, Heather puts the games on the TV and like will text me what the girls' reaction are.
Yeah.
The entire game. So like during the home opener, Philadelphia scored before Nashville did. She told me that Holly like slapped her forehead and was like, "Daddy's gonna be so mad."
So cute.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cute."
Yeah,
I'm for it.
She loves her daddy.
I wanna take them to a game sometime, but it is a ton of loud noises. So it's like, do I get them headphones first? And just trying to predict like, will they actually want to sit there for the 2 hours? Like, trying to make sure to go into it intelligently.
Have they sat through anything like that for like 2 or 3 hours before?
We went through a Nashville Sounds game once, but it was like pre-pandemic.
Okay.
And I feel like a baseball game is not the same. Like a Sounds game is like you're there to hang out. Like
it's low. It's not as
super low key.
Yeah, they're not like screaming fans like soccer.
They're just like, come on. Versus
that was a strike.
Yeah, versus the guttural screams and like. There are drums playing the entire time. Like where my seats are above the fan section, and they have like a drum kit down there, so they're like playing drums the entire time and singing songs. So it's pretty much constant like audio stimulation.
Some friends from our old church had gone there, and I think with a 1 and maybe a 3-year-old, and they had headphones. Yeah, they seemed like they were fine and enjoyed it.
I think it would be. I think I'm just intrigued. It's also like trying to figure out like next time they have like a 2 p.m. game or 3 p.m. game would probably work out better, because being in a stadium with 2 hungry kids, whenever every food item is at least like $12, would be like, this is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean it's just a guessing game, dude.
Oh yeah, totally.
Never know.
Nope.
And I'm sure there's going to be one of those times where it's just a complete meltdown.
Oh yeah.
Within 10 minutes of you getting there, and then you're just like, well, I just wasted a lot of money.
Yep, here we go.
I'm going to go ahead and take them home.
Yep. So we'll see.
Or you can be stubborn and just say, nope, we're going through this.
I paid for this ticket. And then my kids don't talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Then your kids hate you.
Yeah. For legitimate reasons. So.
Well.
But yeah, besides that, that's part of the reason why we're recording so late tonight, is because I got home at like 6:30 and packed up everything and then came over here.
Man.
So.
I appreciate you doing that.
Yep. Did you do anything special for Haley for her first ever Mother's Day?
I got her a card from Ada, card from me, and then I found this on Etsy. I can't remember the exact word phrasing that it had on the top of it, but it was it had the star, like what the stars were like on the
yeah.
day Ada was born.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are really cool. Do you have one for your wedding day also?
I do.
Yeah.
It's downstairs, so that's why I got this one,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
what
was
I
just
thought.
like, oh, cool. This is kind of the same theme as what we already have.
That's fun.
But here it says, "Under these stars, my whole world began," and then it's gonna have Ada Cotton, her
That's cool.
birth date, and then whatever the stars were, the day that she was born.
Yeah.
But it hasn't come yet.
That's
So I
nice.
just showed her the picture and was like, "This is what I got
I swear
you."
I got this.
It was supposed to be here like Friday, but like most other things, everything's always
takes
late.
a while. Yep.
Late on shipping.
That stinks. Trying to think of what we did for Heather. I made her a fun meal for lunch today.
What was it?
Oh, it was like tilapia, sweet potatoes, and green beans.
Ooh.
I didn't make any bread, really dropped the ball.
How dare you?
I know. I made her cinnamon rolls and breakfast burritos for breakfast. And I made the kids, we have like canvases at home, so I did like kid handprints on it and like wrote their names and everything next to it. So that hangs
That
in
is
our office
awesome.
today. She bought herself like a new water bottle she really wanted. And
Okay.
then we're like, here you go, here's your present. And then
Here's the present that you bought.
Yes, but honestly, in your
Yes.
mid-30s, it is kind of what you
That's
want.
that's how it goes for birthdays, it seems like, and
It
Christmases
is.
now.
It's like, what do you want? I really want this record, and I won't buy it for myself on a regular day. But if it's my birthday, and you say it's for my birthday, then I will let myself buy it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She
to
gives you the
me.
gift, you wrap it, and then you give it back
Basically,
to her.
yes. She's like, wow, how did you know? And I think the kids both made cards for her, and I feel like there's something else we did. Yeah, she went to Black Abbey for like an hour or two yesterday to catch up on work stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, kids are napping. Just get out of here. Just go do something. Get out of here.
Get outta
So
here.
she did. I think that's about it.
Our next episode, we got the new mic and we got the
Yeah.
new headphones. So next episode, we're going to have
We're gonna
a
try our
special
first ever guest.
guest, Evan Alini. I said it.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Yeah, we're there we go. We can talk about that. One of the main things we wanted to do whenever we started this was to have people on to talk about what it was like being a dad.
Yeah.
And not just us, because I don't know. I feel like you probably had this too, Justin. Whenever you told people that you were doing this, a lot of my friends were like, so when do I get on?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
one of my friends is having his first kid in October, was like, cool, so I get to come on in October. And I was like, you just found out I'm doing this podcast, and your first thought was like, can I please talk about this?
Yeah.
So
I had so many that were just like, I've struggled with this. I want
Yeah.
to talk about that. I'm like, yeah, that's what this is all about. It's
Yeah.
for us, for me and you to just talk and hang out, but
Yeah.
also to give feedback to one another. Mainly you give feedback to me.
whatever.
But also to have other people on so they can tell their story or things that they're struggling with that we can talk about. So
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. I feel like the more we do this, the more like real it feels.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, oh man, we talked about the dad walk on like the first episode. Oh man, now we've done it like 3 times.
Yep.
Oh man, now like Lululemon's like, hey, do you want some stuff? Like we want to be a part of what you're doing. And like our friends are now like, no, seriously, when do I get to come on? And it's like, oh, this is no longer just becoming something we do in your attic whenever it makes sense schedule wise.
This is something that I think
Yeah.
will eventually grow. It's there. I mean, I've looked. There are people doing dad walks, and there are other
Yeah.
dad podcasts out there, but they're very few
Yeah.
compared to like other parenting podcasts
Yep.
or like podcasts for moms.
Yep.
So we got to represent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really fun. It's really exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. So catch us next week
Or
with
next
our
episode.
first guest, Evan Alini.
Evan Alani. And your kid's asleep, and hopefully mine are too. So
Peace out.
peace out. We really hope you enjoyed that episode. Please make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Nashville Dads. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.